do have confirmation of quorum of the board. We have Lisa and Bob. 202. We have proof of notice of the meeting. The meeting was posted on 11/12/25. Sign was put at the front entrance.
Each laundry room and the office also.
Reading, dispensing approval of the minutes from 9/18/25. Believe you all had a chance to read them. Do we have a motion to waive the reading and approve?
Waive the reading.
And Bob makes a motion to waive the reading of the minutes
I second the motion.
from 9/18/25. Second by Bob. Approved by all. Financial treasurer report. We do the minutes from October 16th.
Waive the reading.
Okay, so that was the minutes for the prior, October 6th. Okay, October 6th are not gonna be official. Tonight's meeting is to replace a meeting that was done on October 6th that was, not recorded on Zoom, basically. New law requires if you have a Zoom meeting, for a condominium, it must be recorded and must be put on the portal. That did not happen, so here we are, having the same meeting, same outcome, same situation, okay?
Do we have meeting minutes for October 6th, for
I
the Zoom
do.
meeting?
I do, but it wasn't an official meeting, so,
It was,
they will not be approved, we're just replacing that meeting. Alright, so, with that, we have, no unfinished business. New business, we have a board resignation, basically gonna come straight from the minutes of that meeting, that were not official, but, Wanda resigned from the board of directors, and therefore we have a vacancy that needs to be filled.
I make a recommendation that we appoint Margaret Boswell to the board in replacement of that lady that resigned.
Okay, do we have a second?
I second it.
I made a motion to appoint Margaret,
Lisa seconded.
second by Lisa, all approved.
We do. Okay, that takes care of that.
1 second. Alright, an appointment of officer positions, just following the last meeting, but, let's see, Bob made a motion to appoint mine, second by Lisa, Lisa, motion. Alright, so filling the roles, we have the, president, vice president, vice president, secretary was a shared role. And then we had treasurer. Either one of you can do the motion. Lisa made it last time, but
I motion that we approve Bob for vice president and secretary.
no, it was the other way, but you're welcome to do it that way if that's how you want it.
That's fine, I'll second it.
Hang on, so Lisa's making a motion, for herself as president, is that correct? And then vice president, secretary, Bob, and treasurer, makes a motion to appoint to the officer position Lisa President, Vice President Secretary Bob, Treasurer Margaret. Do we have a second?
Second.
All approved?
I do.
Alright, membership question, answer?
I have some things to say.
You have 3 minutes.
So, I'm here to talk about safety and equity issues. As you know, we had multiple vehicle incidences this year, earlier in the year. And so with that in mind, imagine if you go shoe shopping, you buy 2 shoes, you get 1 new and 1 used. Okay, you would not be getting what you're paying for. That's what's happening here. Okay, we have.
What are you talking about?
What I'm talking about is we have the east courtyard lighting, which is very bright. You can see it at night. And we have the west courtyard lighting, which is dark and dim. Okay, you can even see how green the grass is in the middle of the night. Okay,
Don't start talking about grass.
Please, I need to
Keep it a
finish.
subject.
Please
Keep
wait
it
till I'm
subject.
done. I'm asking you to wait till I'm done. I got 3 minutes.
So you better be
So
talking
please
fast.
don't interrupt me. West security camera, east security cameras are viewable at the office, anytime. West security cameras, not viewable at all. You have to pay to view them on a cell phone while on the board. That was my experience. We got shut off after. So no cameras. East is gated. East is gated. West is wide open. There's a main entrance is wide open. Okay? East courtyard has green grass year round. West courtyard, you can see it's yellow most of the time, almost every day of the year. We have very few days when it's green. East pool has a restroom. West pool, no restroom. That's a health concern.
Oh,
Okay?
it is, huh?
It is a health concern. People are pooping and peeing in the
It's
pool.
right here. It's right, the bathroom's right there.
Yeah.
The pool's right there and the bathroom's
Right, for this side. Over there, there's no pool.
The other side.
All right, so at this time, I'm asking the board, to conduct an assessment of the items that I've listed and give us a reasonable timeline for some action on these items. These are important. These are safety issues. They affect our property values, and it's an equity issue, okay? We're all concerned about our
Never has been
safety.
before. You're the
We're
only
all,
one.
excuse me, we're all concerned about our safety and our investment here. So when one side of the property is less, the other side, it affects everybody, okay? So I'm also requesting records from the board. Here's a records request, record. And I am forming an informal discussion group for owners. If you want to talk about these items, you're welcome to contact me. Here's my information. And that's it. That's all I got for today.
Okay, that's
you.
3 minutes.
So this is your 4th official records request you're making right here?
Yes, it's just the September and October records for those 3 years. Just September and October, nothing else.
For 3 years.
Pool draining records, invoices, checks for pool work, that kind of thing.
So the cameras do not work on that side?
They work, but nobody has access to them. There's no access, unless that's changed recently, which is, I'm not aware of it, but the only
camera guy has
access to
access.
those cameras is if you
The
pay
cameraman
for
has
it.
access, and if you want to
The
change
cameraman,
it-
but you can view these cameras right now, anytime, and look at the back records at the office at any time if an incident happens. Over there with those blind
You
spots
can
and
do
no
it with
cameras.
him too, you just gotta get up with him.
Sheree,
You have
can
to
I
make
just
an
ask you
appointment.
one question?
So, yes,
Have you ever heard, I've got 3 board presidents in the room. Have you ever heard any other board member say anything about the east versus the west and we're not going to do anything on that side of the community Have you ever heard any other of the 3 board presidents say that?
I don't know. I've never been asked that. I don't know. I'd have to
As a
look back.
manager who's been with all of you, there's only one board president in this community that has only focused on one side of the community. And specifically made it a point that we are only doing things on this side of the community.
Well, because things need to be done on that side. You have yellow grass. It's
The
important.
world will not
Just
end with yellow
ridiculous.
fucking grass.
There's a fiduciary duty for everybody to look at the big picture of the entire
Yes.
community. And that is being done and has always
There's
been
yellow
done.
spots on this side
We
right
have
now.
a
We should not be
large,
talking
our
about grass.
irrigation is bad over there. It's
Trudy.
continuously yellow.
Trudy, when you're on the
We
board,
have another drought right now. We complained every time we had an extreme drought.
let me see.
Now we are
We had
going
broken
through
pipes
green
too.
grass
We had
here.
main line breaks.
2 main lines.
Green, yellow. It speaks for itself.
No, it doesn't.
Trudy, when you're on the board, you painted every stair and every rail on the west side,
Yes.
nothing up here.
I asked for quotes and I was told,
specifically told that we were focusing only on this side of the community. We are not focusing
You-
over
I
that.
asked for quotes for the other side specifically for that
You
reason.
told the lineman to cut off our water,
Cut off your water?
Sprinklers.
our irrigation.
No, I never did that.
Yes, you did.
No, I would never do that. I think
I
green
can't-
grass is important
let me
on both
just speak.
sides.
Yes, you did.
I
No.
was never,
Chill out.
I do not know of her ever telling the lawn people to turn this side off. However, when the inspections were taking place, I'm not concerned about that side. Let's focus on this side. That was specifically stated. I can vouch for that.
I
I
think
was
green
there.
grass is important and your grass should stay green. This grass should stay green. It
Grass
looks
does not
good.
stay green all year
It
round
does.
everywhere. It gets hot spots.
Right now it's
Lisa,
yellow
go ahead.
and green.
Lisa,
Yes.
go ahead.
I checked with our irrigation person about the west side irrigation last week when they did their inspection. It's getting equal coverage. The problem with the yellowing grass is not that it's not getting water, it's that it's Bermuda and not
St. Augustine.
St. Augustine. And the reason is it's not as green is because it's a different kind of grass. We need to let it grow a little higher to match the level of the St. Augustine, but when that grass gets higher. it gets a
Basically,
little
when the
brown
cold
looking.
temperature.
I'm sorry, I
came
didn't
in.
hear the rest of what you
It
said.
gets a little brown looking when the temperature, when it gets the same length as the St. Augustine.
You complain
Well, then
too
we
much.
need to do what it takes to get it green.
No,
That's
we
the
don't
bottom
have-
line.
We don't
Fair's
have
fair. We
money.
pay the same assessment.
And I would just also like to announce that every records request, I do bill my hours, okay? We're up to third one, and we've got
At
over
what point-
$1,000 to the association at this point.
At what
So I
point-
hope there's good reasoning, and we're just not pulling documents to
At
pull
what point is
documents
somebody?
during the busiest time of the season to pick budget annual season, that this has to be done right at this moment. There's an emergency.
At what point is somebody's request deemed excessive?
I think we've reached.
She's a homeowner, she's allowed to request.
But we're
The statute
paying,
doesn't have a limit.
because she's bitter about certain things, we're paying Todd
Yes.
already
You
over
need to chill out.
$1,000 for her to get information
Whatever
on
she
all of
wants.
us.
If I'm breaking some statute, let me know, Todd.
You're excessive.
No, you're just being an asshole, that's
You
all.
spend a lot of
That's
money.
all. Real simple. You're an asshole.
Speak for yourself.
All right.
No, I speak
No,
for
it's-
myself, I did, just now. You're an asshole.
You're the asshole.
That's what
Okay, I'm not going there with this. She has the right to do what she's doing. I'm just simply stating the facts that it's,
Well, why can't she pay for it? Why can't she pay you?
cause statute doesn't require her to pay for it. But
You just spending our money.
anyway, we will continue.
Green
to-
grass,
Stop.
spending our
Nobody
money.
cares about the grass.
All I'm
Back
saying
action.
is from the beginning of this place being built, it was built with the bathrooms here. It was not built with bathrooms there. That's not something this board has done or changed.
Doesn't make
or
sense. It's
not about the
that
board, though.
board or-
It doesn't make it unsafe.
It's not about
and it doesn't
anybody in
make it
particular.
lesser.
It's not
Why
about
are
the
you
board.
pointing at me? Don't do
It's not
that.
about the board because you're on the board. It's not about the board. It's about sanitary
you, it's always
conditions.
been about
We have
you.
more families,
You're
bigger pool,
excessive
there's
and you don't
children over
stop.
there, and if they poop and pee in the pool, it's a health condition.
They're
It's
nasty,
just
they
a
poop and pee in the pool.
to $150 toilet, adult toilet with a sign that says
It's
restroom
more
and
than
a wash sink,
$150, stop.
okay?
Why does the
Home
health
Depot,
department allow
$250
for
for
a
toilet.
permit on that pool?
I don't have those answers, you have to, that's what
You
the
haven't
property
record
manager will
requested them
have
yet?
to check.
Okay.
I can
Maybe I'll
tell
have to
you-
do a records request.
I can tell you right now, as one board member, we will not spend the money to put a bathroom down on the west pool.
Just because you
Because
said
it
it.
wasn't there originally, and don't have the
It's
money
never
to
been an
do that.
issue before.
So drop it.
Oh, we have money for tree trimming.
We
You
do.
have to.
I don't know, we're gonna find out, records request, let's see what we've
Oh
been
my
doing
God.
that is, extra that we do have
And
money
this
for.
is why we voted you off the board.
There you go.
Listen, those of you who are here,
You can say whatever you want.
spread the
We will.
word.
Call the
We
First
will.
Amendment.
Yeah,
will.
same
You don't know
here,
anything about it.
same here.
Spread the word in the community, what this woman is doing.
Spread the word that we have no cameras on our side that are
You have
viewable,
cameras. You
that
have
are
cameras.
viewable
Stop
instantly.
lying.
If we
You
have a
have
problem, we can't see it instantly. We have to ask somebody
You
permission
can't
to
see
see
it
it.
instantly over here. You have to get a board member, have them come over here at their time, and then over
At
here.
any time of night, you can do that. You can't do
No,
that over
you're
there.
not. No,
You have to make an appointment with
No,
the cameraman
you're-
and pay and
You're
all these
gaslighting
things.
And you're lying. You're lying.
That's
No,
because
that is
the
not
camera
true. That is
system for
the truth.
entire community was
You're
never set up
gaslighting.
the
We
way.
need to make it set up.
Where are you gonna get 40 grand to do it?
We need to change it. We need to do what it
You want
takes.
to-
Okay, because
Same
that's
thing
the
with
problem.
the
Before,
grass.
we just spent the money to spend the money because we needed to do things
Well,
on
then
that
that's the
side of the
board's job to
community.
make a plan, make an action plan.
Yeah, and the plan
Okay.
right now is to try and get the 16 people back in their house.
Well, you already have a plan. That's already set, so we can't use that as an excuse anymore.
No, that's
We have a
Okay?
plan.
We
That's
already
not
do that.
signed yet.
This is separate. This is operable account. This is things that are ongoing.
Your
We need
excessive
to
is
walk
why
and
things
chew
don't
gum
get
at the
done
same time.
productively in the instance it needs to. Gotta always come back to Trudy. Trudy wants this. Trudy needs this. Now what else does Trudy want? When do you stop?
Alright
Remember
guys,
this
so
woman's
we've
name.
covered, do we have any other members
No,
that
let's
have
roll
their
it.
3 minutes?
Let's,
No?
I
Did you wanna
real
say
quick.
something? Okay, Amber?
We got a poo-poo problem. We got a
Dog.
dog feces problem, and it's not the owners.
It's the renters.
It's everywhere. Look, I pick up a lot of poo, and I'm gonna tell you this, it's large poo from a large anus.
Yeah, there's some pretty big dogs here.
If you know what unit they're in, please let us know.
Listen, so we try.
Because we're not supposed to have any animal in a unit that's over 20 pounds, period.
they
The
do.
rule is very, very simple.
Now, I'm gonna say this real quick. Last time we had, not last time, a couple meetings ago, so that this comes up and they say, take a picture. Well, guess what? I did that one day. I took a picture of this chick having a big old dog. Guess what she did? She got in her car and she chased me around the property. And then tried to call the cops on me saying that I'm harassing her. So that is another thing that, like, you tell us to take pictures and you tell us to not follow them, but see what unit they live in, or
That we can't do anything without knowing where they live.
Yeah. If you let me know where they live, fine, I'll go there and tell them.
I think people need to walk around a bit more and start addressing it when it happens.
Can they say it's like a security dog or something like that?
This is a
above 20?
biohazard.
If it's over
They
20
say it's an
pounds?
Oh,
ESA
yeah?
dog,
Yeah.
is, that's
Oh,
how they
yeah.
get past all this.
Yeah.
Some of
Every
these
time.
people have 2 dogs, giant dogs. I've seen it.
They'll have 2 ESA letters for one for
If
each.
they have one ESA letter, that dog don't even count as a pet. However, you can be nice. You can, hey, no bad. Hey, you're supposed to walk on the fence. Hey, you know you're not supposed to walk right there, right? Maybe we can put a little bit of signs up in the next year or something. I don't know how to manage renters. But it's bad.
Is there a way maybe to send out a flyer and just say poop your dog in the dog poop area, not walking around? No, and also a reminder, mail out a reminder.
We talking e-blast, we talking
we just-
paper copy, cause that's another
Why don't we put-
250 plus to the
We can put a
neighborhood.
few
Like
paper
3.
copies at the mailbox areas temporarily, just as a memo reminder.
Nobody sees them.
At the mailbox, everybody goes to the mailbox.
Nobody
We can just
pays
put it,
attention unless you put it on their door, and it's $350 to do it. And then you gotta pay somebody to walk up the doggone stairs, cause the board members ain't gonna walk up the stairs. Hey, that's a lot. You didn't even take my flyers down, you had a kid do it, right?
Some
So
of them
you
I took
didn't,
down.
right, so, yeah, anyway, so how, can we come together and figure out how? I don't know how, but it's a lot of poop, and I'm tired of getting step in it.
I say put it at the mailbox, a flyer at the mailbox. We don't have to put it at every mailbox, but just one at each section, so that when they go get their mail, they
That's a
see them.
waste, it's still.
Go ahead, Lisa.
Is it one dog, is it black dog, black fluffy dog?
They have 2 dogs now, that's
Oh,
unit
they have a
226.
puppy.
And no, I seen him the other day, he's got bags in his pockets, however, he don't have them on. No, I think it's the big pits. They lived on your side and they come to our side too.
You guys gotta go over the rules when they move in.
Telling them to do that.
How about
Telling them to do that.
Have them go over the rules when they move in and make sure that they don't get to move in with big dogs to begin with.
Investors are the problems. Sorry, Bob.
Hey, investors are the problems a lot of times, because all they're interested in doing is making a profit. That's true. Although I can't say for myself as an investor, when I had
I
4
think
units
this
in
place
here,
needs to be bought out and turned back into
I
apartments.
took care of it.
Yep, Lisa.
I'm sorry, I wasn't done. The pictures that Trudy presented, one of them was of a courtyard by the pool, and the other was out by the dumpsters. I think you'll find if you compare lighting at the dumpsters that you will have the same issue. It's dark by the dumpsters where the lights are, and has nothing to do with the number of lights, because the proximity of the pool is the bigger issue based on our photos.
Yes and no. Out here we've got 3 large lights, and over there we've got 1 large light. So it's a little bit of everything.
Is this a Trudy meeting or what?
Yeah, it would require an engineer study if the association wants to invest in doing a lighting engineering study to.
These
figure
lights have been
this
here
out.
since
And-
what, the 70s?
It's much brighter out here. You can see the color of the grass in the middle of the night. Over there you can't. It's
And
very dark.
realistically, Trudy, this side had all 3 of these lights out for close to 18 months.
Yes,
With
we
the
did.
hurricane, never came on, and it wasn't as though this was being specially treated. Chico treated this the same as the light that was over by the fence over
But
there.
it's still an issue. We've had
We do.
safety issues, we had vehicle break-ins,
And
and
it
they happen in the
everywhere.
dark, on the dark side. There's no lighting back there in that corner.
It happens everywhere. We pulled video of opening doors throughout
We
the
need more
entire
light over there
community.
though. I think if you do an assessment, you'll see
All right,
it's
guys,
not,
so it
it's too
is
dark.
I make a motion that
9:22.
we close the meeting.
All right, with that, Bob made a motion to adjourn
I'm gonna
at
second it as a
9:22.
new-
Margaret
board member.
seconded.
Thank you, folks.
Second by.
Oh, you're welcome.
Margaret.
Oh, I just had a question, I'm sorry, just quick. As far as the HOA fees going up, is
That's
that,
not an HOA, this is a condo association.
oh, with the,
It's a different thing.
COA assessment fee.
Understand your assessment fee.
It's okay.
okay.
It's section 718.
What was your question?
I just wondered, like, if it went up because we were paying for the new building to be put up since it was burnt down, that was the
No,
reason why
what it
went up.
was, is the dues had to be increased because we borrowed $1.5 million. I'm one of the signers of that document, right? So we can get 802 finished. We're still fighting with the insurance company. Insurance is supposed to cover $2.4 million for that building. So far, they've done about $1 million. Okay, we've got lawyers involved right now dealing with them. Dealing with the insurer of last resort, which is all we could get, right, is rough. They just don't care.
But there's other items. There was the SERS report that was required on all
Yeah.
the 3 stories that now had to be brought into all the reserves for the whole community. So there's that specific that can't be adjusted based on county requirements for what the engineer had brought in on all the 3-story buildings. There's the issue that there's 5 buildings that were requiring roof replacements in the next 4 years now that we switched insurance companies, which is drastically saved us from going up another $50 a month, is basically what happened right there at the very end. We were able to get with a a company that came in as a knockout to Citizens Slide is the name of the new insurance company, who saved us, I think it was 78,000 or something like that.
I was just wondering if it's
Big
just gonna
chunk.
keep increasing that much every single year. That was my biggest question.
I wouldn't say that, we'll have, year by year, we gotta take it and see if things go the way I think this board is hoping, is, the appraisal process will get taken care of on that building, and at that point, that money will come in, it'll go right back to that loan, that thing will get knocked out and it'll be non-existent, but, we don't know where that's gonna come in, we don't have a time frame. Honestly, I know Trudy said that we've got all the contracts done on that, but we don't have a rough plumbing, we don't have electric, we don't have, any of the interior signed, we don't have, the skylight, the painting of the exterior of the building, so no, that thing is nowhere near, knocked out with contracts. We're meeting with different vendors, we're forcing ServPro to meet with additional people, cause we feel some of the costs aren't in line with what we would expect them to be. So no, it's still fighting back and forth, and that's far from a signed, inked, ready to do. They'd love for us to be at that point. We've been told if, once we get there, that we're about 4 to 5 months from being finished, but we're nowhere near.
And what we're doing as a board, just so you know, some of the prices that they've quoted in their quotes, right? We've come up with other vendors that beat their prices, okay? And we've confronted them about that, and they're gonna have to take that into consideration, okay? We're doing what we can to save the community money, okay? And we can't do that if we're not doing our job and going out and seeking other vendors that can do the work. You
But
know?
I'm not gonna project manager this isn't my job, we've hired a project manager already, and that was done by Trudy when she was president, and that's what we're working with. So when you're asking that this board is doing, no, your board signed the contract with ServPro, it's not this board that did that, they're working through it.
And if anybody would have bothered looking into ServPro's reputation for what they do, they would find that it's at the low end of the scale. The very low end of the scale. I've talked to other contractors that are as big as ServPro or bigger. And they all said you're fools for signing with them.
ServPro was signed on the day I was appointed, okay? So when you're saying that, you're saying
You
as if
didn't
I
check.
chose them. They were signed on the day I was appointed. That speaks for itself.
Well, you
No,
weren't
because you could've
appointed, you
stopped
were
it.
elected.
You could have
I was
stopped it.
appointed. Wasn't voted for, I was appointed.
No.
Alright guys, this meeting
Oh,
has
yeah, that was
adjourned.
my
Yeah.
mistake.
I hope so.
Got things to do. Minutes will be available after the next meeting when they've been approved. Well, I already have,
To fix the roofs that need to be fixed because the law changed to reduce the amount of time that we have to fix the roofs. It used to be 20 years, now it's 15. They've cut it back on us. They passed the law to do it, so now we gotta come up with the money really fast to do those 5 roofs.
No, that's not correct. It's not the law to change the.
Well, the insurance requirements changed.
Yeah.
That's what it
We
was.
speak to a board member when you're asking questions. She didn't know.
Bob.
I was a board member and I was there when they said that, and it went back from 20 to 15 years, so we have to fix the roads quick.
But we changed the insurance company, so we don't get 20 years, but.
Are we back to 20 years now?
I haven't seen the policy yet, that's my understanding, is we do not have to fix.
Well, Todd just said we have 5 roofs that we have to fix.
He just finished saying that we, under citizens, we had 5 roofs that had to be done this year, but since we switched to slide, remember he gave us, we have some more flexibility.
I was just
Please
wondering if
talk
it's
to
gonna
me,
keep going.
anytime you have questions, I've tried calling you.
Yeah.
I was just wondering if it's gonna keep going up like so much every single year, like, not like this, cause I was like, this is getting crazy, like
That loan we took out
$450.
for that building is called a bridge loan. That bridge loan is meant to cover until the insurance does. Once the insurance pays, then it'll be funded and that money will be repaid. But the $75 or the $100 we're collecting additionally needs to be used to work on the community. The community's been underfunded for 3 years. And there's so many things on back burner right now, like grass. We need to replace it with St. Augustine. We just don't have the money until next year when we start to get some additional funds.
Okay, I just don't want it to keep going up like $100,
It should
$200
not.
every
There's
year.
nothing to support that it should.
Okay.
I can't say that it's not, because I don't know I can't foresee the future and what might happen. We might get another storm, who knows? But right now, it should not go up another $100.
Okay. Cause the guy who lives above me, he's like, this place hasn't increased. He's lived here for like 15.
They didn't increase it, and we needed to all along. We needed to be increasing it because as expenses rise, we weren't taking care of things. Right now, we owe a considerable amount from our reserve, from our operating account to our reserves account, which is not supposed to be touched. It was touched last year before I was on the board, but it won't be in the future.
So what happened with the landscaping? It's now almost doubled.
Landscaping didn't double.
That is, it did. It was $5,000 and that was high already, especially when I had vendor quotes well under $5,000 a month.
It's
And
still
now it's at
$5,000.
it's at $9,000. That's what it says on the budget.
It doesn't say that on the budget. Show me on the budget.
It does say that.
You may have seen it you may have seen it in the financials for the monthly,
Right.
but not the budget.
Right, so the
It's an-
financials, the monthly financials say
I don't
$9,000.
have much oxygen. The, 2 bills may have hit in 1 month is the only explanation for that. It is still right around 5,000. It hasn't gone up to 10,000.
Huh, okay.
Nothing's gone up dramatically like that, nothing.
I thought it was astonishing when I read it on
I'm
the,
sure you did. Any questions, please
report.
direct them to me. I have more time than Todd does.
Well, I will see. I'm gonna request the records.
Every time
I
you
wanna see
request
the
records,
contract.
he's $100 an hour. Every time you like send out this bold thing asking for information, can't you specifically say what you're looking for so you don't spend hours looking for the one thing you want?
Let's see. I'll consider that.
Please do. We can't afford that.
I'm not gonna worry about it when we've got issues here, okay?
Okay.
If someone breaks into my car, I've got no camera on it.
No, but you have insurance. We're not required to supply. We're not required to supply a
We've got
camera.
cameras here that are real time practically, and we've got, and they got saved a month.
That was
month's worth
on,
of
that was
savings.
on Amber's phone. We haven't had the money to put it on my phone.
Why is it on a phone? Why is it not at the office? So we
Because
can
right
run to the
now,
office and look at it.
we don't have a VCR on it. We don't have the money to buy the VCR right now.
Right.
But we can get it on our phones live and we can see recordings. There's no reason. We need
No,
to
there's
lock
two
in the
separate
office.
systems. One's on the phone, one's at the office. Ours
One
is
of them
on the
is-
phone.
one of them is-
And theirs is at the office.
Yes, but if I have it on my phone, I can look at it anytime. No one is in the office.
Well, you can
Very
put-
rarely.
You can put the office system on your phone as well, but our system
Why?
is not on the
Nobody's
office
in there
at all.
monitoring. Whatever.
So are the cameras
She's
working
gonna be-
over there?
There
Yes,
were,
there
but
were.
they're not recorded on the office. If you go to the office, you can't see our side. You
So if I have to call the
get it.
police,
But you
like,
can pull it up on your phone, on my phone.
If she's on the board still. If she's not on the board, they remove it, and you have to pay extra for that. You can't receive our video at the office. It doesn't, those cameras are not on the office video.
so it has to be live
It's
for
on a
somebody?
different
She's
system
talking out of her ass
altogether.
again. No, it doesn't have to be live. It records. It does record. You keep,
The
you
office
keep,
system records, but ours is not on the
it
office
does.
system.
No, it records over there. And we can see it on the phone and we can
You
pull
can see it on
it.
your phone, but you can't see it on the office system.
We
It's not
don't go in
same
the
system.
office. Nobody goes in the
You
office.
just, you don't need to. It should
Exactly.
be on there. It should be part of
Why?
the same system.
Why?
Because we pay the same. We deserve the same. We deserve green grass and we deserve cameras that
I
we can
just
see with
explained
everybody
about the
else.
grass. Why didn't you figure that out while you were president? Why are you making us hostile? I'm trying to
Because
be
I'm
friendly.
dealing with back and forth, that's why. When I was president, I had to
You
deal with
only
back
want to
and
talk.
forth.
You
We're
only want to
done.
talk. You don't want to listen.
Well, you're not saying, you're insulting me.
I just.
We're done. There's nothing more to say.